joy to the world. If you're joining from my Mel Bay series, this is a piece that I add in addition to some of the pieces that are in the book, just for something a little extra, and to sometimes replace certain pieces. And if you're not joining from that series, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Today, like I said, we're going to be talking about joy to the world. The whole point and the thing that I'd really like for us to get, especially as far as our left hand is concerned, is understanding where the notes of the scale are and why knowing the scale is important. And then also talking about having a melody like this is one that we're also familiar with because it's such a common Christmas melody that most of us can sing this along in our head. That's something called audiation. And so instead of bringing out the sheet music for this one, we're just going to learn this one by ear. Starting on C. And actually, let me show you the scale first, ascending. So we start on 3rd fret A string, that's our C, open D, 2nd fret D string, that's an E, 3rd fret D string, that's an F, G, open G, 2nd fret G string, that's an A, open B string, 1st fret on your B string is a C. Let's go through those one more time. We have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Now let's descend. C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. So if we audiate to ourselves the melody to Joy to the World, I just played it a second ago, but if we can audiate that melody now that we've heard it, we can hear that descending part. And if we start on C and we think about that melody, notice how all we did was we just took the notes that were in our scale that we just learned, played it descending, audiated the melody to Joy to the World. And starting on G, so there all we're doing is just starting on our open G. We're just working our way up the scale to the C. Same thing here. All we're doing is we're heading down the scale. Going from C all the way down to E. Not entirely perfect, but I'm not totally thinking about the rhythm, at least just yet. I'm not saying that we're never going to think about the rhythm, because we obviously need to be doing that too, and be thinking about the counting it and especially as far as figuring out when we're playing that quickly, because this is one that we're going to want to take at a slow pace at first, especially as we're learning it by ear like this in a different way. We want to be able to take that slow, but we do want to be able to move this up in tempo. And just to bring this up, this is a great time to do it, being October, which seems like a ways away from Christmas. But if you want to try to work this melody up, this would be a great one to do. It is typically called at a pretty fast tempo. I'm playing it in 4 right now. It is typically written in 2. And the only big difference is at the end of like Let Earth Receive Her King. That could either be like a dotted quarter note, excuse me. That could either be a dotted quarter note, or you could leave that going until the 8th note pickup of the next measure in 4, which is what I generally do. Just because it is a little fast, if we're singing this, especially, just giving ourselves a couple extra seconds to breathe is kind of nice. So let's talk about the pickings a little bit. With most of this series, I've been doing it fingerstyle. However, today I felt like it would be a good idea to do this one with a pick, just in case people aren't following along from the series that we've been talking about, and they just want to learn the song, and they're only working on the pick. I got you covered. So I do start on a down pick, and a lot of it is alternating, and just straight up alternating. And I believe I just alternate all the way through that first little passage. Yeah, I'm just alternating all the way through. So that F ends up starting on an up pick, and you end up on a down pick. So you start on a down and you end on a down. Same thing that we've been talking about with the fingerstyle stuff, though. I do have my palm resting on the other strings that I'm not playing to keep them from ringing out too much. We want to be able to use that as an artistic effect if we want it, but in general, we do want to keep our melodies pretty clean, especially with this one, because this is a great one that if you have the opportunity to play this with people, this is really one that's a lot of fun if you get to play it with a big group of people. Of course, it's 2021, so we might, we just have to play all that stuff by ear right now. That's not a part of the song. Excuse me. This is a part that we haven't talked about yet. So starting on the E, this is really one of our biggest skips. in the entire piece. This is one of those times that as far as the picking, I am doing 2 down picks in a row. So I start, or excuse me, 2 up picks in a row. I do up, up that, so D to C there. I do up, up, down, up, up, down. Okay, so starting on the G, I'm just all over the place right now. I apologize about that. So if we're starting on the G, going back to ascending into the C, I do start this one on an up G. It's on the and of like on the and of 4. So if I'm starting on the and of a beat, I'm most likely starting it on an up to end it on a down. And remember what we were talking about a few days ago with those pickup notes not being the destination point. The next note, like that 1, is going to be the destination point. So we want to give a strong down pick for that downbeat. And again, and heaven and nature saying. And I also do a little bit of a hammer on there. I find that especially when I'm playing this one fast, right before that, I do that sometimes if I'm playing it quickly. I usually just pick that all the way down. And we've talked about this one a little bit, but just to go over it a second time. E, D, C. That's down, up, up, down, all the way up to the C. A, G, F, E, F, E, D, C. And that's how to play the melody. That's the really important part about this lesson, is less or so about like the picking parts, even though it is important, is really understanding, especially as far as your left hand is concerned, that what we're doing is we're taking a melody, but we're also playing a scale. And this is why learning our scales is important, right? Because the scale is the vocabulary. The scale is like the fundamental that makes the melody. And it's just kind of the way I've always thought about it, is the better you know scales, the more opportunity you have to learn melodies more. And what's more fun than sitting here saying it's the middle of October, but I'm feeling joyous this morning, so joy to the world time. So have fun playing it. I haven't gone over the chords with this one. I'm just focusing on the melody. If at some point you wanted me to, or you'd be interested in hearing about the chords and singing it at the same time, we could do a separate lesson for that. Other than that, I hope you're having a great day. Tomorrow we will be back in the book, so I'll see you then.